what it's like to change a super single tire. We're going to pull that tire down and pull it apart and fix the O-ring that is leaking. So those of you who are thinking about super singles, this one might make you think twice when you see how much work this is going to be. So just so we're clear here, if we didn't have super singles, if we had duallies, I would not be doing this right now. I would not have to take this apart and repair the O-ring. So definitely a huge advantage of having the super singles. I do not want to take all those bolts out, but I guess I better get started. I'm going to take the air valve out of the wheel. Let me say that a different way. You could die if you don't pull this out before you split the wheel. Tools of the day. Big Allen wrench, because I don't have a socket one, and socket 1/2-inch drive. Now the fun part. Okay, all the nuts are off, the bolts are still through. More tools. These are motorcycle tire irons. Oh, I don't want to hit those. So I'm just trying to break the two apart. To be fair, it's not always this hard. Difficult, better word. Okay, I'm going to damage these threads, hopefully not. Has anybody seen my earplugs? Cut. Alright. Not very proud right now, but I think if I just pop it loose, little skinniest chisel I have and a hammer. Alright, that broke it free. That was pretty easy. Gonna get another chisel. Okay, so I realize now, it wasn't the wheels stuck together that I've been fighting, the two halves. What I've been fighting is the lip. All you tire store guys, I'm sure, are giggling right now. You know what you can do if you have super singles? You can roll into Les Schwab and say, I have a problem, and they fix it. I'm sitting here trying to think of a smarter way, but it's not coming to me. Ooh, look at that. It's coming. Ah, they're not rusting. The O-ring is on the very outside edge. Split it there. You can see the bolt sticking out. I guess the holes we drilled could have been one size bigger, but it's actually nice because they stay in there. It makes it easier. I don't like this. A little bit of rust. Oh no, that's not rust. It's dirt. So here's the O-ring. So this is where it has to be leaking. So at this point, I just need to clean everything really, really well. Oh, you know what it is? It's old balance beads, the glass ones from the original, that are sticking in there. So maybe I didn't get it clean enough when I put it together the first time. So there's the O-ring. And I'm actually going to put it back in because I don't think there's anything wrong. We'll check it out really good. We won't make you watch that. Yeah, so this is interesting. When I originally got these tires from Stasworks, don't recommend them, they were full of these glass beads, which I pretty much guarantee you did absolutely nothing. That's what's fouling up the O-ring now. And that's after I cleaned the tires out once. Not good enough, obviously. This is probably my 13th time pulling wheels apart. And this is the only time I've ever had one leak. So the question might be, would you get super singles again? And it's just a simple question for me. The answer is a definite yes. Because of what you can do, airing down primarily, with the super singles compared to the duallies. And although this is a pain in the butt, you know, I'm doing it in my own garage. So there's one. I'm going to clean the other side. Put some silicone grease on there. Not normal grease. The silicone grease will not eat the O-rings, I'm told. Okay, so I looked at it and I decided. So I'm going to clean it really well. I'm going to make sure I have lots of this silicone paste on there. one nice thing about big tires is it makes for a good seat. Let's look at the bright side. Let's put it all back together. I gotta pound some bolts back through to get some washers on. Get them started. Okay, they are through. I just remembered I don't want to drill these out because this is basically a two-person job, excuse me, when they don't kind of hang in there. Otherwise, I'd be doing this with every single one, putting them all in. Whoa, I have the right amount of parts still. That's amazing. Snugged them all down kind of in a star. Now I went and down, tightened them all. Now I'm going to torque them or make them tight. All right, moment of truth. Where's the least likely to be killed position? Hey, it's closing. Almost done. See that gap right there? Wonder if it's this thing. Ooh, that was scary. We're gonna cheat. I know, it's not very exciting. Nothing blew up. Like I said, I'll fast forward. I just want people to see the process. So just spraying soapy water looking for bubbles now. Hey! Yay! So far no leak at all. Like that. For those of you that do airing up and down, get something like this. You set your pressure. You have a quick connect that stays locked on. And basically your compressor stops when you reach your pressure. So you can just plug that in, go eat a sandwich, and come back and your tire will be done. Good news, but maybe really bad news. So that's where it was leaking before, was around these bolts. And you can see there are no bubbles coming out. So I think we're okay there, but let me flip this over and show you what's going on. I was filling up with air and then I looked right down in here, but I saw grease where I don't think I should have seen grease. And I'm going to spray it in here. I think the wheel might be cracked right there. Let's take a look. Alright, soapy water right there. Okay, maybe we're lucky. It was just a crack in the paint. I guess we'll monitor the pressure and see. There's definite ridge there. Okay, false alarm, I really hope. We'll update later. Okay, one other thing here about balancing tires. This thing has balance beads in it. I want you to listen to it when we roll it. It sounds really cool, actually. Balance beads are the way to go with split rim tires. Just put them in there, you're done. Okay, let's use my dirty wheel here to talk about offset. So the center of the wheel, let's say it's right about here. And so if this hub, or the place where the mounting of the axle on the wheel, if it's on the inside of the vehicle, towards the center line of the vehicle, that is called a negative offset. So I have about let's just say that's the middle, so I would have about a 4-inch negative offset. Now, when you flip this wheel around, now it's mounted out here. You can see up there in the front. And if it's mounted up out there, now it's a positive offset. And so same thing, you measure from the middle, it's probably 4 or 5 inches positive offset for the front wheel. Same wheel, obviously. But the trick is, you want to get them spun around so you can use the back wheel on the front. And then you also want to have roughly the same track. You can see how both my tires kind of go in the same path when I drive down the road.